If you love cookbooks as much as I love cookbooks, then you're gonna love this video. Come along today as I share my cookbook thrifting haul with you. So grab yourself a hot cup of coffee or a tea and let's get started. So I want to start out with why I love cookbooks so much. So I absolutely love cookbooks. I love to look through them. I love to glance. I love to plan from them. I love to try new recipes. I think my love for cookbooks goes back to my grandmother. My grandmother absolutely loved cookbooks. So I think that's where I get it from. And I have most of her cookbooks through the years and a lot of the little clippings. And I even have from my great grandmother. She wrote a recipe out and she put it on wax paper, which maybe that was a thing back then. Leave a comment if you have seen that before. I had never seen that before, but I have a whole box of my great grandmother's and grandmother's recipes, and some of them, like I said, were written on wax paper. So I went thrifting. These are probably 2 or 3 different places that I've gotten these cookbooks from, but I absolutely love them. One of them I did share on a short, and it was the Watkins cookbook, which is a very old, and their products, they sell them still. I have seen them. I've seen them in our local runnings that they still have Watkins products, but this is what they have. I mean, look at this. Look at how old. It says I paid $4 for this cookbook, but I think that booth was 50% off. So I think I only paid $2 for it. And it just has a lot of really, really neat recipes. So I can't wait to make recipes from there. And there's a lot of little clippings out of there too. And then there's one clipping in the back that says it's a little juice recipe. But this book originally only cost $1. So, and I think I paid $2 for it. And staying along with the Watkins cookbooks, I got another cookbook. This one's blue and the years are different. They made them, this one was $1.50, so obviously, you know, this was made after. I'll put down in the description what years these books were published. But I mean, look at those. Isn't that really neat? Just a lot of different recipes. Boiled salad dressing. Now that sounds very interesting, but I've heard about that recipe before. Never made it. I've really never made a lot of homemade salad dressings, and it's something I'm getting into more and more and more. I don't know why I haven't made them, but probably easiness that you just, you know, get the packet and you just kind of make it up. But it is better to get your own homemade ingredients. So here's my 2 Watkins cookbooks. Then I got another one. I think I have shared about this one before in different, probably on my Instagram. It's all about home baking. I have this in several different editions. I have it with like it's a spiral bound, and I also have it like it's a stapled one, and this one is a bound one. And I do kind of like this one. This one is just super neat to decorate with. The one that I decorate with it in my pantry is very old looking. It's been well loved. Well loved. So then this one is Cutco. I don't know if anybody has heard of Cutco knives. Cutco is very local to me, but I had to pick up this cookbook, and I know my mom had this cookbook also. And these are just more meat, you know, recipes. Like there's pork in here. There's how the different cuts of meat also. This is a very old cookbook. Very old. Look at this. This is, you know, probably in the 60s to 70s. But this company is from Olean, New York, and my mother has the whole set of Cutco knives. Pretty sure my mom sold Cutco knives. That's why she has so many Cutco knives. And you can take them back and they sharpen them. They have life warranty on. So if you ever want a good set of knives, Cutco is the one, but this is a great cookbook also. Then I got another one. These are my favorite ones. I love these ones, these spiral bound ones. These are from like churches and fire companies, kind of local recipes. And of course, this is St. Joseph's Women's Catholic Church in Batavia, New York. And this cost me $1. And it has a lot of really neat recipes, a fudge recipe. Oh, look at that chocolate marshmallow clusters. That one sounds really good, doesn't it? I love these recipes because these women put their best recipes in. They just don't put their, they put their best recipes because they want to have the best recipe in the cookbook. So that's why I love these little cookbooks. I have hundreds of these little cookbooks. So I can't wait to make something of somebody's best out of this. Then I got At My Grandmother's Table. I don't know if you've seen this book, but I got this one. This was very used and very loved. But I will tell you something, I found a lot of neat recipes in here. I like sweet potato biscuits. I mean, don't those look beautiful? This is a newer book. I would say this was in the 90s. Old-fashioned donuts. I mean, yummy, right? But I would say this is in the 90s. But like I said, I'll leave the details of what everything is down in the description box. But this one, I have gone to this one a few times. This one tells quite a story and it's quite a neat cookbook. I guess sit here and look at it with you. Maybe I should do one, just sitting there reading a cookbook to you. That would be really fun. So then I also got Better Homes and Gardens salad book. They did a series of these over the years. You can definitely tell this is old. I mean, look at this one, like jelly molds. I mean, of course, deviled eggs is my favorite. But this says it has over 350 different recipes in the book. And I mean, look at those. So many great ideas. Vintage is definitely coming back with decor and also with cooking. So, I mean, just a neat, really, really neat cookbook. And so you can see all these recipe books that I have right here, I got for $2. $2. And Family Circle, remember this one. This was the 2016. This is probably the newest cookbook that I have here. And this had a lot of great recipes that were in the magazine and then they published yearly. Just a lot of barbecue chicken sauce. A lot of great recipes in here. Lots and lots of great recipes. And this is what I find about cookbooks though, is sometimes when you just can't figure out what to make, sometimes it's just great to pick up a cookbook and look through it and say, okay, I'm gonna make this or that. And one thing I really, really love about having now home delivery of food is if you don't have the ingredients, you look through the cookbook and it's like, oh, the next time I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna have to pick up this and this and this. You know, when you pick up your phone or your computer and you can just order and it comes to your house, it makes cooking so much easier to try new recipes. That's what I have found. And now this is the 2015 Family Circle Annual Cookbook. And this one's quite thick, but this has a lot of really, really good recipes, newer recipes, I'm gonna say, or a new take on old recipes. So, oh, this says chicken and waffles. That's actually one of our favorites to have is chicken and waffles. But I make my chicken and waffles super easy. I make my waffles from Bisquick and I make sure that I put my homemade vanilla in there. That just makes waffles a step above. And warm maple syrup because we make our own maple syrup. And I'm gonna tell you something, if you want the best chicken fingers, old-fashioned Walmart brand chicken fingers, they're the best. I think they're called Famous chicken fingers. They are the best. Cook up in like 20 minutes. I'm telling you, they are the best. And serve them with maple syrup instead of barbecue sauce. They are so good. Now I'm making myself hungry. But this one, again, you know, a nice, good cookbook. And then the annual recipes 2017 I have, and look at this picture. Isn't that really pretty? That bundt cake is just really, really pretty. And there's a lot of great recipes. I imagine if I looked through all these recipes, that books, there would probably be somewhat of a repeat. But if you can tell, like, this is July recipes and this is August recipes. So this is what's available. Like, this is, they do organize them by month. So kind of what is in season would be there. And then my last cookbook that I got was the Christmas with Southern Living 2003. That was just a minute ago. And I love, look at this one. This was just how to have just a vintage Christmas. Isn't that just so neat? All that stuff. I mean, everybody's going back to, you know, the 90s Christmas. Well, this is pretty close to the 90s Christmas. This has a lot of really, really neat ideas and a lot of recipes and a lot of gift giving ideas. Cream cheese pound cake. I mean, yes. Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it? So I hope you got some inspiration from my cookbook collection of what I've just recently thrifted. I am going to add this to my shelves in my office. So when I want to figure out what's for dinner tonight, well, you know, I should go back to my recipe book. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a very lovely day. Take care, and I'm sending you warm hugs.